Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about Naxx. It has been 1 week since Naxx has been out. As of recording this video, every guild has had 1 week to attempt it. Some guilds have been successful, some less than successful. My guild, we did about as good as I expected. I was hoping that we would get 15 out of 15 week 1. I thought that was possible for us, but we fell a little bit short. We got a 13 out of 15. We did not kill Saf or KT. But I just wanted to talk quickly about my impressions, what we did as a guild, and just how I felt about next week 1. On day 1, we killed 8 out of 13 bosses. We killed the entire Spider Wing. We killed the entire Plague Wing. And we also killed Resuvius and Gothic. Our plan was to... We 100% wanted full world buffs for Patchwork. And that was our main goal. Out of everything pre-Saffron, I think it was most important for us to have full worlds for Patchwork. So we decided that we're going to do Patchwork on day 2. We're going to come in and do Patchwork. So we actually accomplished everything we meant to on day 1. Our goal was really only to kill 8 bosses, being the Spider, the Plague, Resuvius, and Gothic. I think if we moved a little bit faster, we could have potentially also killed 4 Horsemen, because that kill was quite easy for us. I think we did have most of our world buffs at that point on day 2, but it really wasn't necessary, I don't think. It wasn't too difficult for us. But on day 2, we started with Patchwork, and we one-shot him. We only wiped, between these 13 bosses, we wiped on Maxina once. We wiped on Gothic 2 times. And Thaddeus 1 time because of dumb stuff. So day 2 we killed 8. Day 2 we killed 5 or 4. And then we had about an hour and a half on day 2 to attempt Saffron. And we had very few world buffs going into Saffron. About half our guild had their world buffs. And our first attempt did not go too hot. And neither did any of our subsequent attempts. We tried Saffron about 3 or 4 times just to get a feel for it, and then we decided, okay, we still got about an hour in raid. Let's get a couple world buffs and really give it the old college try. So we left Naxx. We got an Awning Head, a Songflower, and a ZG buff, as well as our main tank quickly getting TMT buffs. And then we went back into Naxx and had about 45 minutes to continue attempting Saf. And our lowest... Oh, that's the thing that people are doing now. Our lowest percentage getting Saf, I think, was like 50-60%. The issue was that we just did not have enough healers. We kind of knew that going into it. Our plan was to have 13 healers, but 1 healer did not show up the day of raid, so that's 12. And then another healer DC'd or something in the middle of day 2. So we had 11 healers for Saffron. We had 8 shamans, 1 druid, and 2 priests. Actually, I'm mistaken. We're counting our feral as a healer. Our feral tank was healing Saf. I misspoke. We had 2 priests, but then 1 DC'd. So we had 8 shaman, 1 priest, 1 resto druid, and 1 off-spec feral druid. It just wasn't enough. And I think a lot of people underestimated how much frost res they needed for Saf, myself included. I made a couple videos talking about how I don't think warlocks need quite as much as other DPS. And I think that video is still accurate, but I did come slightly unprepared. I'm not going to lie. As did most of the guild. So I think this upcoming week, I think we can kill 13 out of 15 in one day this time quite easily. And then day 2 we'll have like the full 3 hours to knock out Staff KT. I don't imagine it takes us that long, and then we could probably knock out a quick AQ40 or something. Up until Naxx, my guild, I'm in cursive, pretty decent guild. Not top of the line, but I think we do pretty well. Up until Naxx, we've only had one raid wipe. From MC through AQ40, one singular raid wipe. And that was twin imps on like week 5 or something. It just shit hit the fan. The other warlock tank died. Both the warrior tanks died. I was running around both sides. You had fury warriors trying to tank. The twins were getting close and healing. It was just a shit show. But that was like week 5 or 6 or something. Like it was bound to happen eventually. If it didn't happen in AQ, it was going to happen in Naxx for sure. But up until Naxx, our guild's been pretty high speed. Yeah, I think Naxx was a bit of a shock for people. I think it was harder than people remembered or expected, a little bit. But it was about what I expected. Killing 13 bosses week 1 with giving us, we had about 2 hours progging staff. So in about 4 hours raid time, we killed 13 bosses. I think that's pretty good. But my first impressions in Naxx is just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's fun having a bit of difficulty. Up until now, we really didn't have any difficulty in our guild at all. So this was a lot of fun. And I got a little bit of loot I want to share with you all. I got 2 pieces. Well, 1, but kind of 2. I got my tier 3 boots. And that allowed me to finally get rid of my Bloodvine. I just vendored that shit. I am sick of Bloodvine. These boots, along with my leggings of Black Blizzard and my Garb of Royal Ascension, sim, I think it's like 1 DPS less than Bloodvine. And I'll take the like 50 stamina for 1 DPS all day. So I'm excited. I got my tier 3 boots. And then the real exciting one is, you might see I don't have any other Naxx loot, but Splinter of Atiesh. That's half the reason I'm making this video, is because I really wanted to show off. I'm getting Atiesh. I'm really excited. You may notice 1 Splinter for 13 kills seems unusually low, and it is because, like I said, we killed 8 bosses day 1, and I guess our Master Looter was unaware that they cannot be traded. So we do have a hunter in our guild with 2 Splinters. I thought that was the case. I thought I remember it being like that. But as he was picking up loot, I was not aware that I was getting Atiesh. I was hoping, but I wasn't aware, and I didn't really want to say something because I wasn't sure. I didn't want to be like, hey, you really shouldn't loot that Splinter. Whoever's getting Atiesh, I think you have to give it to them. I probably should have said something, then I'd have 3 Splinters. But, I'll get them eventually. I'll get a couple every week. Shouldn't take too long, I don't think, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to be an Atiesh enjoyer. I haven't had a staff ever. For my first Molten Core, I came in with the Scarlet Monastery Blade and Seal of Aquamentus. Then I upgraded my SM Dagger to Sorceress Dagger from MC, and then I had that Sword Dagger until my rank 14 weapon. Then I went from Seal of Aquamentus to AV Offhand to now Talon of Furious Concentration. So I've never had a staff, except for like leveling. So if you see my videos, you know I don't love staffs as a rule, just for PvP. But yeah, Atiesh is really exciting. I'm super excited. I've played a lot of Classic WoW from 2019 onward, a lot. More than I'd like to admit. And I've never had a legendary. In TBC, my rogue ult was next in line for glaives, but they didn't drop. And that was pretty much the closest I've ever got to getting a legendary. But now I have a legendary item in my bags, and eventually this will be Atiesh. Yeah, I just wanted to quickly talk about how I felt about Naxx. I thought it was super fun, about as hard as I remembered. About as hard as I remembered. But yeah, I just wanted to briefly give a little update and show off my ATS. Yeah, thank you all for watching and stay tuned. I do still have the other part of the next Prio loot video coming out very soon. I really just need to find a time to record it. But yeah, thank you for watching.